Hello and welcome to the International Programme. As we start a new year, we look back at an international campaign that's highlighted between the 25th of November and the 10th of December, but continues to be a valuable action every single day of the year. The Zonta Says No campaign is an unfortunate necessity that highlights the terrible reality of violence against women and girls, which manifests itself in various forms within the home, wider community and online. Karin Hesse is the current local president of Zonta International. She welcomed us to her home for an interview about this often difficult subject and informs us of the important work taking place today within the United Nations, Zonta, and how we can all help. You were out on Herzogenaurach High Street on the 26th of November promoting a campaign by Zonta called Zonta Says No. Now, this is an important campaign for people that don't often have the ability to speak up for themselves. Tell us a little bit about that.
Let's say about the facts first. Every third woman worldwide will become or already became a victim of violence, either domestic violence or sexual abuse or mental abuse, all different kinds. And every third day in Germany, a woman gets killed by her partner or her ex-partner. Zonta supports the Istanbul Convention, the treaty of the Council of Europe, and is ratified by Germany and enforced since 2014. It has 4 pillars: prevention of violence, protection, prosecution, and the coordinated policies. And we can do something for prevention. We like to inform the people what is going on. So many people don't know that every third day somebody gets killed by their husbands. And we also can protect. We can tell the people, you can go to the Frauenhaus, you can call these numbers, the emergency numbers, where you find help. We can also coordinate with the UN. With the campaign Zonta Says No, we support the convention and also this vision that every woman shall live a life without being in fear of violence.
And you were introducing a bright orange bench on that day for people in Herzogenaurach to use.
Yes. This bench will be placed at the Kreisel in Herzogenaurach, close to the Lions bookshelf. UN Women started this campaign, Orange the City. And over the last years, we lit up buildings, churches with orange light. But due to the climate crisis at the moment, we're not going to light up. But we were looking for a new idea. So somebody, I don't remember which Zonta club it was, but came up with the idea, let's paint benches orange. We also placed the emergency phone numbers on it. So it's the phone number of the Frauenhaus in Erlangen and the emergency phone number for women facing violence in Erlangen as well, besides the nationwide emergency phone number. There's also this black silhouette drawn on the bench, which symbolizes this 1 out of 3 women that gets killed. We have 1 place for this person and 2 left free.
So what message are you hoping to give when people see or use the bench?
Just that people know actually there is 1 woman that faces violence. Mm-hmm. The others are the lucky ones.
So people can find these benches throughout Germany?
Yes, there will be 1 in Erlangen. There are definitely some in Bonn and all over. Yeah.
What other actions are the Zonta organisation doing this year to help promote this message of Zonta Says No?
If you bought bread on the 25th of November somewhere in a bakery in the region, you might have realized that it was placed in a paper bag with the phone numbers of the emergency numbers and also the Frauenhaus. And they were handed out to everybody in the whole region. We also developed these stickers that I handed out to the community, also to the schools, and they are placed into the washrooms so that women that might have just experienced violence and they hide and the toilets. Find these numbers with the QR code and the phone numbers that are very important for them right now.
And along with all of this raising of awareness, what other ways does Zonta help people who do manage to escape violence?
With the money that we raise with our concerts or different events like the Diner in White that we have in the summertime, we support, for example, the Frauenhaus in Erlangen or also the supervised dorm for girls here in the region.
And what advice can you give to anyone that's watching that might know somebody or in fact needs help themselves?
Don't look away. If you can't help, then find somebody that is helpful or might be able to help. We have the phone numbers on the bench, we have them on little cards, we have them on the stickers. Look up in the internet, the emergency phone numbers are there. With the national emergency phone number, you find help in 18 different languages. And then there's another thing I would like to talk about. This is the anonymous evidence recovery. Victims of sexualized violence can now have traces confidentially preserved. They are initially in shock, of course. And going to the police immediately after the sexual assault is not easy for many, especially not if the rapist is the husband or the boss or somebody close by. So it's very important to document those traces immediately because over a few hours or days, you can't use them anymore. Go to the Klinikum in Nuremberg, in Erlangen or in Fürth, for example, and have these traces recovered. They will be stored there or archived up to 2 years. And for example, if after half a year the victim decides to go to the police, they can go back to these hospitals and have these evidence brought to the police, and they can be used so on a later day. There's also a fourth clinicum, either in Schwabach or in Fürth, in Ansbach, I'm not sure anymore, but definitely in Fürth, in Erlangen, and in Nuremberg. You can go there and have these traces also being photographed, the hematome and bruises, exactly. And after a while, they can go back. But everything is anonymous, so there's no charge to that time, and the person that got raped can cool down first and then decide what to do.
That's a good idea, because also if a second victim comes forward.
Yes, exactly. Then they say, why didn't I go to the police? And now they can do that in these 2 years.
Yeah, without feeling any of the initial stress. Our colleagues on the German team had a chance to discuss the work done locally.
Wir bieten Frauen und Kindern, die von Gewalt betroffen sind, einen Schutzraum und haben darüber hinaus auch noch eine externe Beratungsstelle in Erlangen. Auch natürlich für die Frauen aus Herzogenaurach und aus dem Landkreis.
Ja, also wir beraten kostenlos und anonym. Wir sind jederzeit erreichbar. Es ist uns wichtig, dass sich keine Frau schämen muss und auch manche Fragen, wenn sie sich nicht traut, einfach telefonisch stellen kann.
Wie lange bleibt denn eine Frau mit ihren Kindern im Schnitt bei Ihnen?
Durchschnittlich sind das 2 Monate. Der Durchschnitt rechnet sich dabei aus Frauen, die vielleicht nur einen Tag bleiben und Frauen, die ziemlich lange bei uns bleiben, weil sie einfach im Anschluss keine Wohnung finden. Ja, ich kann nur einen Appell an alle Frauen und Mütter und Mädchen senden. Traut euch, wir helfen euch.
Also mein Name ist Birgit Hartwig und ich arbeite seit über 30 Jahren im Frauennotruf in Erlangen. Ich begleite Frauen, die von einer aktuellen Vergewaltigung betroffen sind oder auch Kinder durch das Strafverfahren. Also von der Polizeianzeige bis über die ganze Suche nach einer Rechtsanwältin, Rechtsanwalt, Kostenübernahme, Begleitung zum Gericht, wenn die Verhandlung dann ansteht, und dann so die Nachsorge auch. Und dann habe ich aber noch 4 andere Kolleginnen, die andere so Schwerpunkte haben, die Beratungs- und Präventionsarbeit für junge Frauen und Jugendclubs, Jugendgruppen für Schulklassen, also auch wo Jungs dabei sind. Dann habe ich eine Kollegin, die begleitet Frauen, die älter sind und die früh in ihrem Leben sexuelle Gewalt erfahren haben, die ein bisschen Unterstützung brauchen. Dann haben wir natürlich auch noch ganz modern die Online-Beratung. Das ist ja für so junge Frauen besonders wichtig, dass sie auch so ein bisschen anonym bleiben können, wenn sie nicht direkt gleich zu uns kommen wollen. Das heißt, die schreiben uns über einen sicheren Server ihre Sorgen und Nöte und das wird dann anonym beantwortet. Und nach einer Weile trauen die sich dann auch persönlich zu uns kommen, in der Regel, genau. Wenn Frauen im Moment gar kein Geld haben, kriegen die dann einfach mal einen Einkauf finanziert zum Beispiel oder eine Busfahrkarte, dann, also dass sie überhaupt zu uns kommen können. Ne? Also solche so.
Well, there is some valuable information for us all. Back with Karin, I asked about the origins and mission of Zonta.
Zonta is an organization which was founded in the United States over 100 years ago. And we as Zonta Herzogenaurach are embedded in this global network of women. Our mission is to build a better world for women and girls. And our vision is a world where women's rights are human rights or recognized as human rights, and where every woman can live her life without fear of violence.
Karin, you've got 3 children of your own. Is being part of an organisation that focuses particularly on women's rights an important message that you particularly wanted to pass on to your children?
Yes, sure. As a mother of 2 girls and a son, it was very important for us to raise them as independent personalities with equal rights and also equal duties. So there were no women's jobs or boys' job. My husband always cooks and I clean, whatever. So no stereotypes of that kind in our family. But looking back, my mother had to stop working after she got married. I was the first one in the company I worked for that got a home office job in 1999, which was a great development to that time. And for our kids, this is all no issues anymore. So we came a long way already, and I'm very happy for them.
Anybody that's interested in this campaign, wants to help out, wants to get involved with Zonta, are you open to new members at the moment?
Sure, of course. You can get your information first on the internet. Send us an email, give me a call, and we are happy to contact you. We are planning a lot of things during the next year, of course, again, like our dinner invite or some concerts, and we are very, very happy to have more supporters.
With education, we can only hope to bring down the shocking numbers of women who are suffering daily. Let's be aware and share the message that you are not alone. Thank you for watching. We look forward to seeing you next time. Goodbye.